If you or your loved one is impacted by diabetes and have questions, the Barbados Diabetes Foundation has the answers.
It's always easier to reverse diabetes, certainly control it properly and avoid complications if you at least know that you have it.
So it's just again to re-emphasize the importance of good diabetic care. And diabetic care involves really almost every part of the body. So it's your feet, your heart. But again, we're coming back to what our main focus is at this time is the eye care.
The Maria Holder Diabetes Center, located in Warren, St. Michael, is your source of diabetic care. You can reach them by calling 243-EYES, 243-3937 for more information.
It's Saturday morning, and you are listening to VOB 92.9 FM. Get ready for 15 of the healthiest minutes you will hear on your radio.
These minutes so healthy, Dang.
With the compliments of the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program, the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, and the Barbados Community Foundation. Good Saturday morning to Larry and all of Larry's friends. This is Peter Boyce here. Hope everybody good and get through that bad weather that Felipe dropped on we this week. 1 minute we just been driving rain, and the next we just go to extreme heat.
These days just be so hot, I just be sweating like a pot cover.
If that is you, keep listening, because we're going to have some hot tips coming up for you inside of this show, which all comes to you with the compliments of the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, located in Warren, St. Michael, close to Price Mart, right behind Maurice Gibson Polyclinic. I have a question. Who is a diabetic who's listening who has had their eyes checked for diabetic retinopathy already for this year? Put your hand in the ear, let me see. Alright, I see some of you raise your hand. Okay, good. But I also see some people that ain't raised their hands. Don't worry, I ain't gonna call your name out on VOB and embarrass you this Saturday morning. I would just tell you, do what you know you should do. Call the Diabetes Foundation at 243-3937 and make that appointment so you don't end up with diabetic retinopathy and end up going blind. We don't want that for you. 243-3937. Save the number on your phone. That same number, you can also make an appointment to see nutritionist Victoria Cox to tell you how to eat properly. Or you can make an appointment with a podiatrist to get your feet looked at to make sure you don't have any calluses or any problems that need to be addressed. And there's more. You can also make an appointment to see diabetes specialist Dr. Diane Braffett, who you're going to be hearing from soon. And then there's vascular screening. I experienced that for myself just this week when I took a relative for vascular screening. Everything is explained to you. They give you a full and thorough screening examination, and then you get an opinion from Dr. Diane Braffett on the results of your screening. And you also get to leave with a printout of the screening results so you can take them to your own doctor. So if your feet is swelling and is looking like bad circulation, 243-3937. That's the number you need to call urgently.
A brand new service which we can be proud of is now available at the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. Vascular or ABI screening. Who should get a vascular screening? Persons living with diabetes or persons who experience pain or burning sensation in their legs or toes, especially while they are resting. This is normally referred to as bad circulation. Book your vascular or ABI screening test today by calling the Maria Holder Diabetes Center 243-3937 to get more information and make an appointment. Board members get 10% off.
As we continue on the Maria Holder Diabetes Radio Show, remember earlier we promised you some hot tips? Well, they are coming up now. If the sun has been draining you out recently,
the sun killing me,
and you are a diabetic, you will need to hear these tips that will help you beat the heat. Let's listen to Dr. Diane Braffett with some hot tips for you.
Today we just want to share some tips about coping with diabetes in the extreme heat. So first of all, extreme temperatures such as the ones we've been experiencing locally can actually affect the blood sugars. In some cases, it can cause the sugars to be higher and some cases lower, depending on what's actually happened at that point in time. So say, for example, are you exercising? Are you well hydrated? Are you sweating a lot, etc.? So you may need to check your sugar a little bit more frequently with these extreme temperatures. If you're going to exercise, be very careful. As a person living with diabetes, you may be more prone to the effects of heat, such as heat exhaustion and heat stroke. So make sure if you're exercising, you're doing it in the cooler part of the day, which might mean you have to make out earlier in the morning, or go much later in the evening, or exercise under cooler circumstances or different circumstances. Make sure that you're carrying a lot of water and that you're keeping yourself very well hydrated with water. Remember that sugary drinks don't hydrate your body as well and can in fact worsen the dehydration, so consume water. Also, because the changes that can happen with your blood sugar, make sure that you have your blood sugar machine with you and you're able to check your blood sugars. If you find that you're having any issues with low sugars, make sure that you are walking or exercising and you have some snacks to treat those low blood sugars, or what we would call hypos. Okay, and also know how to treat them. So if you're not sure how to treat a low blood sugar or what a low blood sugar is, that's something you want to check out with your healthcare provider. And just final pointer, because I don't want to go into too much detail about it, think about your medication. A lot of the medications that we use are more sensitive to extreme temperatures. So be careful about storing your insulins and your tablets in extreme heat. Make sure that you have a cooler pack of insulin if you're using insulin, or you have access to a refrigerator to refrigerate what needs to be refrigerated. So do take good care of yourself, and just remember, if something doesn't feel right with your body, make sure to stop whatever you're doing, check your blood sugar, and get yourself checked out. So do take care and do be safe out there.
We go from those hot tips from Dr. Diane Bradford to our hot song of the day. We take you back to a calypso released in 1982 that made it all the way into the international charts. This is the late calypsonian Arrow from Montserrat with a song that's saying how we have been feeling these days. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Compliments the Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
Book your vascular or ABI screening test today by calling the Maria Holder Diabetes Center 243-3937. Contact the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program today at 243-EYES, 243-3937 to find out how you get your simple digital eye screening done.
The Glucerna Glow 5K Run Walk for 2023 is set to take place on Saturday, November the 11th at the National Cultural Foundation in Wanstead, starting at 7 p.m. The participating organizations are the Barbados Diabetes Foundation, the Diabetes Association, and BAMSAC. The registration fee is only $40 and it can be paid at any of the participating organizations from November the 1st to November the 10th. All participants will receive their registration package, including a shirt and a bib number. So don't miss the Glucerna Glow 5K Run and Walk taking place on Saturday, November the 11th, 2023. We now welcome to the show a patient of the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, Ms. Cheryl Rivera. Welcome to the show, Cheryl.
Thank you.
Cheryl, how long have you been living with diabetes?
Well, I was diagnosed in the year 2004. So that's from that time until now.
Share with us your experience of the challenge of living with diabetes.
Okay, it is very challenging, or it has been very challenging, and sometimes the lack of knowledge can be very fearful. And because I had developed diabetic neuropathy in my feet in the year 2017, that was a challenge, and I was recommended to attend the Diabetic Center at Warren's, and that was the best decision that I could have made, because there they gave good advice and treatment, and I like the fact that they have a complete team, a range of medical assistance for diabetics, such as your eyes, your heart, your mental health, which is important, and your general health. And they're very professional, and I like that. My experience is that they went over and above on one occasion where they were able to facilitate me with a prescription on a weekend. And that was for one of our members of the family who is diabetic as well and had a challenge. So I was very thankful for that.
Okay, Cheryl, did you find that spiritual guidance played a part in helping you to cope with your diagnosis of diabetes?
Yes, very much so, because it is a journey that you have to face alone, but you're not alone in terms of the support that you get from your church members and your pastor and those others, because prayer is very important, and although you pray for yourself, others praying for you, that is a more foundation, and it gives you that support that you need. I'm saying that diabetes is not a death sentence. It's challenging, but you can manage it, you can live with it. You need to be disciplined. And you need to follow your exercise program, your diet program as well. And in everything you are looking at, you be moderate. Don't eat a whopper ton of food at one time. Use your portion control. Get your exercise on, and you will be okay. And also make sure, if you're listening to the program this morning and you haven't already gone or done so, please visit the Diabetic Center at Warren's. There's a great team there. They give you advice. They guide you through, and you'll be much better for it at the end.
If you are looking for an institution that's dedicated exclusively to the management of diabetes in Barbados, that offers a range of services that caters to both diabetics and pre-diabetics, the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, located in Warren St. Michael, is the answer for you. Whether it's diabetic eye screening, podiatry, or vascular screening, you will receive a level of service and treatment that exceeds any you might receive regionally or internationally. So if you are listening to your radio right now and need to make an appointment or need more information on any diabetic issue you might have, make that call now at 417-5980 or 243-3937. The last 15 eye-opening minutes you heard on VOB was brought to you with the compliments of the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program in partnership with the Barbados Community Foundation and the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. Until next time, remember, your health is your wealth.
Did you know nearly 1 in 5 adults in Barbados have diabetes? Did you know diabetes is one of the leading causes of vision loss in the world? Regular eye screening can save your eyes. Contact the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program today at 243-3937.